Welcome to the Moms Read podcast. I'm Mckenzie.
I'm Kaylee, and today we're going to be doing a part two of one-star reviews for some of our favorite books. Now, not going to lie, I kind of included a couple of books that I didn't like because I liked the one-star reviews.
Oh, I love that. That's my favorite part. Oh, let me go find some of 1-star reviews for our worst rated books. 100%. Because I giggle at those because I'm like, you know what? I didn't think about that, but T, you know? Facts. No, I got actually really irritated reading these 1-star reviews because I was like, what? Like, no, actually, like how we must not like the same things. But we'll see. I guess before we do that, though, we'll need to do recent reads. That was pretty good. I am listening. Yeah. I tried to start The Right Move. I almost just said play along. I tried to start The Right Move. No, it is play along. Okay. I started play along on my Kindle. When I said started, I mean I got to like page 3. And then I'm listening to The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which was my TBR pool that I'm still listening to. We went to the beach and I forgot my AirPods.
Me and Mackenzie both just got back from
We did.
beaches.
We did. We were
yesterday.
MIA this last week.
We were MIA this. We both left. I left on Sunday. You left on Monday, and then we both got back yesterday.
Yes.
Guys, I got on an airplane. I'm so
For the first time in forever.
It was a buddy airplane too. It was the Breeze Airlines.
What does that feed into? What major airline does that feed into? Because most of those, like, I rode JetBlue, loved JetBlue, and it fed into American Airlines.
Genuinely have no idea.
I had never heard of that.
Maybe say Southwest because it was over near Southwest.
Oh, probably. I've never heard of that. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. It wasn't bad though. It really was not bad. The only thing is, the first takeoff, I took a whole video of me taking because I was like, I need to have this reaction, you know.
Takeoff is a wild experience.
My whole chest and face turned beet red because I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die here. I'm going to die. My sister got me like hands folded saying a prayer to Jesus, like, please God, don't let me die.
The first 10 minutes are always questionable. It doesn't matter if they are the best pilot in the world. Takeoff is always questionable for me.
And I didn't mind the landing. My sister
I love landing.
With the landing.
That's Caleb. He hates the landing. And I'm like, I hate taking off. When I'm landing, I'm like, listen, we getting closer to the ground. If something happens, we pull on the parachute.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Correct.
But in the air, when it's like a little bit of turbulence, when it's getting up in the air, I was like, this is where I die. Like, this is where I'm done.
That was me. But on my 8-hour flight to Ireland, the first time I ever got on a plane. And I was like...
My flight was an hour and 20 minutes. Both.
Like, I should have started that way.
An hour and 20 minutes back.
Because we got up in the air and I said, I'm in this thing for 8 hours. Like, I full-blown panicked because I was like, where do I go? I was about like that guy who was like trying to open up the hatch because I was like, oh, I gotta get off.
But honestly, though, I'm irritated now because it took me 4 hours to drive home. It took me 4 hours to drive home from Myrtle Beach to...
Whenever you understand the science of flying, you're like, why do I drive?
Yeah, I was like, I could have been to Fort Lauderdale and...
Just wait till you take a plane to Disney for the first time, and then you're like, wow, I could go from GSP to MCO in an hour and a half instead of an 8-hour drive without stops. No, well, my flight, when I leave for Italy, literally in 9 days. In my flight, we fly to Istanbul, which is in Turkey first. And that when we have a layover to Rome, it's a 10-hour flight. This will be my longest flight. I think. My flight to Serbia, I'm going to have to order some, yeah. Do you really? Okay. Because I have to have some.
Mckenzie would like to tell you why she needs compression.
I do need compression socks. I'm with child.
Wow. You just really went for it there.
I'm with child. Hold on.
I was like, okay. Yeah.
I haven't eaten a lot today. Usually by the end of the day.
I don't know what I expected you to say, but that was like really nonchalant.
Yeah. Listen, when I told my coworkers that I was pregnant with my daughter, I sat down at lunch and we were all eating lunch and I was getting mad about something and I was like going off at something. I just looked at them and said, I'm sorry, I'm pregnant. I'm just really irritated right now. And they were all like, what? I was like, sorry, that just came out.
If you're wondering why Mckenzie has had 0 brain cells for the past like
Absolutely.
And why she has not been able to read.
I don't have the mental capacity to absorb words at the moment. It's getting better.
MIA on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Because she has been fighting for her life as the
like two. Yeah. I was like, I'm fighting for my life. I'm so sick, so tired, but I feel like I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So
nearing the end of the first trimester.
Yeah.
Like you're at the end of the first trimester, right?
Do you have to complete 12 weeks or complete 13 weeks?
I would say 12.
So then almost. I have like a few more days left. And then I'll be out.
Starting by the time this comes out, she'll be like, what, 15 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just a little.
No, just a little behind.
A little behind.
It's okay.
Right.
I haven't announced it to the world yet.
If you want to be up to date on everything.
Yeah. By the time this comes out, I will have already posted it. Honest. I just also, because I just haven't felt good. Like, my friend's a photographer, and I just haven't cared to like post about it until we went to the beach. And I was going through my pictures. I have like one picture of us on the beach where I was like holding my belly, and then every other picture I was like, I literally looked like I put on 30 pounds. And I'm just like, I can't post this. Like, but I also just didn't take a lot of pictures because I was like, ugh. Okay, so for this episode, we picked like 10 to 12 books I picked all my top 5-star reads. Mm-hmm. Like, so I just went through and everything that I gave 5 stars to, I went and tried to find a 1-star review that mainly, like, I could probably pick apart and be like, I don't agree with this. So
I did some recent of my top faves, and I think I did 2 books that I just wanted to read the 1-star reviews because I also did not like it, and I ended up loving them.
Yeah,
I did not like it.
That's true. Okay, so what was your first book?
Fever Dream.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, just finished. And it's Gotta Stop Pretending I'm Remotely Interested in the Romantic Lives of Straight People in Romance Books. Give me gays or give me death. Minimal actual
You're obviously not reading your tropes.
Plot was extremely predictable, and I truly don't believe the dude remotely think like this. Also, for all the cowboying and the marketing, this guy could have paid eco fitness 4 to 5 days a week and work in an office and be basically the same character. Like, who are we talking about? What? Okay, so Fever Dream was showing a cowboy on a reality TV show.
Yes.
Is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
One, you're watching a straight reality TV show.
If you've ever watched The Bachelor, like that's what it is. Like, you know what you're getting into.
You know what you're getting into. The girls are staying on the farm, and it shows them working on the farm. It literally says in the book, mornings are reserved for farm work. Afternoons are reserved for whatever the show needs him to do. So it literally does not show. It tells you what he's doing in the morning.
Right.
You know what I mean? Farm
right.
So, and nowhere did it say it was Gay Bachelor. I'm sorry. That part I don't understand.
Usually they have like the tropes listed on like what to expect, and if you don't see it, it's probably not there. Bless. Okay, I did Fourth Wing because obviously that is like my favorite book of all time. And it does like the things that we do where it says this book is not for you if you do not like frail, small, short heroine lead who's obsessed with a huge, big, broad male lead and who just can't shut up about it.
Okay.
Duh. Okay. Hold on. Egotistic, strong male, romantic interests who are trying to act strong, like they almost become the unknown side characters. Don't hate on Riddick. Don't hate on Bodhi.
Speaking of Riddick and Bodhi,
You did.
And when I was in Fort Lauderdale, we went to this like restaurant, and me and my sister are just sitting there sipping our lattes and eating our breakfast, and she said, "Oh my god," because she's also obsessed with Fourth Wing. And in walks Zayden and Bodhi. I am not even kidding you.
No, like, please insert a picture above.
I will insert a picture above. I screenshotted them, and I'm like, wow, this is an invasion of their privacy. Because
sorry, yeah,
I really don't care. This is Zayden and Bodhi. 218.
It really was.
And they sat right behind us. And my sister had the view of them, and she was just sitting there like,
like, has anyone ever approached you to be in a movie?
Yeah.
Well, this made me giggle because it says expecting dragons to be more of a more significant role of the plot, but you have to keep waiting and waiting.
What?
I think you probably should read the next 2 books, because
And also,
it's
I
the
did finish.
Empyrean series. Like, this is gonna end up being about the dragons. It's not about Violet and Xaden.
I
I
did feel like
wholeheartedly believe that.
Darkwing had a pretty decent amount of dragons,
There were
especially
so
when
many
compared to
dragons.
On Wings of Blood.
Well, like, yeah, and then if you get into like Iron Flame, the like history of the dragons, there's so much.
I don't think that person read the same book as us.
I don't either, because it also said there was no chemistry between the main leads.
What?
I'm sorry. And if this romance is the kind we are swooning over, I better shift our human species to another universe. Stop. You know the bad. I didn't even read this earlier. You know the kind of bad taste in your mouth when you read that part in Breaking Dawn? Believe me, you will get the worst kind of bitter taste when you read the spicy seeds.
Oh my god.
Stop. I didn't even see the part about Breaking Dawn. That makes me so happy.
Dawn, so maybe that attracts us to Violet.
Correct. We love it.
Anyways, I did Frost. That's the
Oh, okay.
I freaking loved that book.
Loved it. I'm glad you
Listening
loved it.
this to 7 hours straight was straight up torture. I didn't listen to
I
it.
wonder if they listened to the dramatized version because the girl's voice is annoying.
Truly terrible writing and plot, wildly undeveloped characters, but it passed the time, and I will absolutely be reading the second one. Like a train wreck you can't look away from.
What?
Okay, so honestly, I don't agree with that. I loved the first one.
Did you finish the second one?
I did finish the second one. I didn't like it as much as the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I did love the first one. I feel like that happens a lot with sequels.
I liked the second one. It was fine. It was just kind of slow.
Mm-hmm.
And if that was written about the second one, I could understand. But the first one was such a fun time. I finished it in 2 days. Like, it
It was
was
so good.
so good. There's no way that that is about the first book. If you want like a fae romance with bachelor vibes
That's it.
and trials,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
And like humans too. A good crossover of human and fae world. It's really good.
Yes, agreed.
Okay, this because I just love hearing people trash talk Silver Flames. I love it. Because I'm such a lover of this book. Nesta is garbage. This is in all caps. So I'm screaming at you. Stop romanticizing she being toxic with she suffered. This book is a big no for me. And before you come with internalized misogyny, don't worry. I also think Tamlin sucks. However, he was just a guy that Feyre barely knew. Nesta was Feyre's big sister. And then she gave quotes to talk about how terrible Nesta was. I just feel like I want to ask this person now. Oh, this was read in March of this year.
I was about to say, I wonder.
Was that before or after the interview?
After.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I wonder if she watched the interview then
Maybe.
of her talking about the whole Nesta situation because I feel like people finally understood Nesta after that. But on top of that, Nesta loves to read and she never wanted to teach her younger sister how to read, but there was no problem in encouraging Feyre to hunt while Nesta herself was sitting at home.
I was about to say, I wonder if people would still write the stuff they write about Nesta if they listened to it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone, I don't know.
Apparently they do. I did The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez.
Yeah. I feel like I could have wrote a 1-star review, honestly. Have you ever thought about that? Like, loving a book and then just being like, wait, I probably could have written a 1-star
That's
review.
like one of those books where you're like, I said it was 5-star. I didn't say it was a 5-star masterpiece. You know what I mean? Like that.
Right.
I rate based on vibes. Like, I'm not
100% I rate on vibes.
I'm not saying it was a masterpiece. I'm just saying I really enjoyed it. You know what I mean, could I probably write a 1-star review about it?
Yeah.
Probably. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna give it a 5-star. So, I don't think I ever hated a book more. All of these characters made me want to punch them in the face. And the trigger warnings were cringy, which you said the trigger warnings.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel validated. I have to find those trigger warnings because they were so bad. Like, it literally was like alcoholism, like cirrhosis of the liver. And I'm like, wow, that's deep. And then it was like dog killing snake. And I was like, what? This can't be real.
I'm good. This low rating is brought to you by Chris. I think Abby was trying to write a caretaker type character with an acts of service love language, but unfortunately he came across as overstepping, boundary violating, and controlling. The text tells us.
Chris?
Yeah. The text tells us that this makes Larissa feel looked after, but to me it seemed infantilizing. That is too big a word for me. I don't know.
Infantilizing? Is that a verb?
English. Anyways, and although it hinted,
Fantasizing? I don't know. Whatever, sorry.
it's just saying basically that Larissa side for choosing Chris. And I'm like, did we read the same book?
Did you. What?
Did we finish that book?
Did you DNF?
Private.
Did you DNF the part?
Put your name. Private user.
Can you, on Storygraph, can you comment on people's.
You can heart it.
Ew. Private user. Put your name out there. If you're going to talk junk, put your name out there.
Yeah, for sure. Could I see comments about this?
Mm-hmm. It was so good. I had no complaints other than trigger warnings. Okay, so I did not say for work by Nisha Tooley.
I still need to read that.
You haven't read it? I thought you did.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I had zero issues with this book. I ate it up. It was so good, but I also love Nisha Tooley. Is that okay? So to be honest, there were a few many things that threw this book off for me. Pretty early on, I could tell this wouldn't be the book for me, but I tried to follow through. The part that got me was that it said, I think having two characters pushing 30 with the emotional intelligence of a toenail is where the majority of this book went wrong. All the bones of the book are there, a fun setting, women in STEM, coworkers trapped in one room and one bed for a week. I mean, all great and fun things, but then your characters behave like they're in high school. It negates all the potentially great other things. I don't agree with that. I feel like...
You don't think they had the emotional...
Of a toenail? No. I was like, wow, I love this because I must be just completely blind when I read because I don't look at stuff like that unless it slaps me in the face so bad.
Same.
And for me, like when it comes to emotional intelligence, like I know plenty of people who are 28 years old and are not emotionally intelligent.
Right.
I know plenty of people, so I don't think that's unrealistic. And like when they're in the working world and like she's one of the few women in the business, I don't know. I think that's just very interesting. I just was like, I don't necessarily agree with this because it also didn't like the fact that it's advertised as enemies and rivals to lovers when they're both clearly obsessed with each other from the get-go. I don't think they're obsessed with each other. I think she thinks he's attractive, but like they're also competitors in the business world. Like they're competing for the same thing. So I think that naturally makes them enemies.
Enemies, but like
they also find each other attractive. Yes. And I think that can still, can coexist.
Still realistic, yeah.
Yes.
I did love Overboard by Candy Steiner. Because that is such a fun summer read if you have not read it.
Yeah. I have not read it. I need to.
Now, some of the things, I personally love the audio. But some of the things she wrote was just like hilarious. And I could see where it could be like off-putting to some people, but I loved it. They quoted one of the lines and it said, "It was the worst timed wedgie of my life. Not only was it as hot as Satan's armpit, making sweat slide down my spine into that lovely place where my underwear had decided to get real cozy with my backside, but I was also surrounded by cameras." That's hilarious.
That's really funny.
Why would you not like that? Anyways, and so I ended up giving this book 1 star. The first half of the book raced through because of how much I was enjoying it, but it started to fall off quite a bit. I do believe this book was written well, but that being said, I feel like the book ended up crossing a lot of lines it shouldn't have, especially with cheating or acting on the basis of cheating. First off, I have some big feelings about that. I'll say in a second. I felt that Finn was overstepping way too much for someone who has a girlfriend. I felt like every single person on that boat, save the captain, was acting like a horny teenager. Another issue I had with the book, it was very long for no reason. A lot of scenes were unnecessary and added nothing to the plot at all. I also think there was an obsessiveness in how many times they could get drunk. Overall, I'm quite sad not to have liked this book as much as I would hoped. Okay, anyways, let's debunk this right here. First, there was no cheating going on.
I was about to say, is there cheating?
No. So the cook and the head steward lady, the head person on the it's not a cruise ship.
The boat,
whatever. Anyways,
large boat.
they had a past,
Uh-huh.
and they were together. And it's basically a reality TV show on a sailboat.
Correct.
And so, of course, they got the cook that she used to date because they wanted some drama to happen.
Right.
And neither one of them knew that they were going to be on the boat.
But they're not together.
Correct.
Oh my gosh.
The cook shows up, and his girlfriend is one of the other students, like his current girlfriend. Anyways, about halfway into the show, this is a spoiler, so fast forward if you don't want to listen to it. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. About halfway through, he breaks up with her because he's like, I can't do this. I still have feelings for this girl. Like,
like being around her made him realize that he still had feelings.
Correct.
Okay.
He breaks up with her. The next day goes to the other girl. Now I can understand why that could be a little bit shady, but also they're on a boat in confined quarters. Like, and he broke up with you.
Right.
She made it seem like he did not break up with her first. Even though at the end when the show, you know how like they get the reality cast together and like show what really truly happened, they show that he did break up with her. And so when the show is airing, they get painted as bad guys. But after the thing, no, his girlfriend that he broke up with on the ship is the bad guy because she also had sex with someone else. And nobody knew it.
Saucy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's a crazy book. It's good. It's good. That's good.
Really fun.
And they worked for like 5 days straight and then had a day off. So on that day off, they all went to go party. Yeah. Because it was a requirement from the video people. So yeah, they did that because it was required.
Right.
Okay. Anyways, next.
Okay. Oh. See if you can guess this book.
Okay. Let's go.
Maybe it's the aftermath of my overdosing Wattpad werewolf teen phase. No regrets. Those days were a blast, no. But now I'm yearning for something with a touch more elegance. Wolf King. To my surprise, this book was written by the same author of Cupid's Match, which ultimately is one of my favorite Wattpad stories back then. What? I'm being honest, I have never read anything on Wattpad.
I've never read anything on Wattpad either.
I'm about to show my ignorance because I really have no idea what that is.
I've never read anything on Wattpad.
I know it's a place where people like publish stories and like whatever, but
I've never read anything on Wattpad.
Why would you like something more on Wattpad than you would published? You know? Like that's kind of crazy. Said I definitely appreciate the short chapters from the book, which should make for a breezy read, but instead they stretch the story thin, spinning in place without progression. Multiple chapters pass, yet the plot remains static, looping the same uneventful moment without momentum. Their narration meanders and my interest waned with every digression. I don't agree. This is the moment Aurora enters the Wolf Kingdom, the story loses all pace.
What? I don't agree with that.
I thought that was kind of where it sped up.
I think so too.
It says we're subjected to endless cycles of the same internal monologues, which, you know what, I can actually agree with key motivations rehashed in nearly identical wording chapter after chapter. I don't know. A teenage me who once gobbled up anything on the Orange app might have devoured this. Now the author's writing feels frozen in time, unchallenged, unrefined, and painfully surface level. There's no richness to the world, no complexity to the characters, just a void shell of a story that leaves me wondering why I bothered. I don't agree with that. I think the world, especially for people who don't like, what's the word?
Omegaverse?
The Omegaverse, yes.
The Omegaverse.
Because that, honestly, after reading things in the Omegaverse, I was terrified to read anything about werewolves because I was like, oh, how much am I going to get out of this?
Yeah.
Because I was not a fan of the light Omegaverse reading that we did with Allie Hazelwood. Very light.
Apparently, that's what we were told.
But I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought I was like elevated of Twilight.
Yeah.
I was like, this is higher level.
Twilight elevated.
Right.
Twilight for adults.
Twilight for adults minus the vampires.
Minus vampires, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I always want to ask people who write reviews like this, like, what's your background? You know, like,
Right.
what are you certified?
Have you written anything?
Have you written anything? Do you have a degree in literature? Because I'm just genuinely curious. Because I know writers don't have a background in it, but the people who are going to pick it apart,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you have to like go in with the intention of doing that.
It is called vibrating.
Literally, I thought you said a different word, and I was like,
I was just thinking that it sounded like a different word. Vibe, space, rating.
At first, I literally said, what does that mean?
Vibe, space rating. Anyways.
But like genuinely, I don't care. I'm reading for funsies.
For funsies, not for a 5-star masterpiece.
No, I really
If I
don't.
come across a 5-star masterpiece, then
I feel
great.
good about myself when I notice a spelling mistake. I'm like, wow, I'm really smart because I just found a
Yeah.
spelling mistake.
Ugh,
that's
the
not
amount
the
of
case.
books, I feel like that should not be happening, but that's just me. You know what I mean? Like with the amount of things.
Right.
But save that conversation for later. Anyways.
Okay.
Wolf. I did Wolf
Okay.
by Paisley Hope.
Yes.
And it's a dark romance, like a dark romance. Keep that in mind, okay? It is a dark. Well, I'm sure it's not as dark as
I was about to say,
could be.
she said it was super dark. I'm not reading it.
It's an intro to dark romance, apparently, like a toe dip. Anyways,
toe dip.
I thought it was pretty dark. It says, I hope they get into a motorcycle accident.
That's crazy. That's
It's a
wild.
motorcycle gang. That's why.
That's crazy. Okay.
Anyways, DNF at 87. Page 87. I was like 87%.
I was like, wow, you guys will finish it.
DNF at page 87. That was not consensual, not consent. That was straight up assault, and it got worse with every page. The MMC should be in prison. Now, was it on the verge of non-consensual? Yes, but
oof,
she seemed to like it very much so. So,
did you get her internal dialogue when it was happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
She seemed to like it very much so.
Okay.
Even if it was not consensual. Yeah. So, like, it's a dark romance for a reason. Read your trigger warnings. I'm sure it was in there.
Someone said, I need it darker.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Another one said they needed it darker, and I was like, wow, that's bold.
Wow, we are not the same reader.
We are not. Like, that was about as much as I think I can handle. It wasn't bad. Like, I liked it. Yeah. But, like, I don't think I can go darker than that.
Okay, I did the right move by List on 40.
Okay.
More like the wrong move, DNF at 55%.
Bye.
When I tell you the amount of, like, small, like this one said, this is too corny. No, thank you. Plus, he's supposed to be an antisocial, closed-off man who only likes his sister, but he was ready to change everything in his life 2 days after meeting her.
Called When You Know You Know.
When You Know You Know. I really tried with this series and author, but it doesn't work for me. It's way too long for no reason and romance boring, full of miscommunication. Someone said, okay, I don't know who said that this was a slow burn, but it said DNF 30% slow burn my butt.
No one ever said it was a slow burn.
No one ever said it was a slow burn. No one ever said it.
It was a slow burn. I mean, maybe someone lied to you, but I don't think it's marketed as this. I don't think any of Liz Tom 40's books are marketed as a slow burn.
No, they're very...
Except unless you want to consider Isaiah and Kennedy's the slow burn.
Slower than normal?
It's slow burn for him.
Okay.
Because he's been,
I felt like,
foaming at the mouth for her for 3 years.
I feel like Kai and Miller was a slow burn.
It was a slow-ish burn.
Slow-ish burn, yeah.
Slow-ish, yeah.
Read the sentence, I'm not like the other girls, and then deleted it from my Kindle. Bye.
Wow, that is bold. That is bold.
I wouldn't say, like, indie. I wouldn't say she's like other girls, but I also don't remember her saying that. Mm-hmm. So it obviously didn't bother me any.
Yeah, I don't remember her saying that either. I did Consider Me because I hated this book. And a lot of people love it. By Becca Mack, I think it is. I
hated it.
I did not enjoy it.
I DNF. Did I DNF it?
Consider Me? Yes, yeah, that's the one you did.
I did. I feel good about that.
Anyways, a lot of people seem to love it. It's not my cup of tea. One was too long. Anyways, I liked this one. DNF at 30%. The MMC's personality is that she's so tiny and sassy. The MMC gives whiny 12-year-old boy vibes, not 27-year-old man, professional athlete, sexy god energy. Mm-hmm. Their relationship doesn't develop organically at all, and I loathe the endless less bang. Oh no, that was a mistake, back and forth. I understand not initially trusting him, but he was giving her no reason not to, and she had no problem letting him get in her pants. So it was all very childish and repetitive, and this book is so long for no reason.
Facts. Do you want to know my ick with that book?
What?
When it showed her at school
Mm-hmm.
and it showed the boys hitting on her.
Yes.
That was my biggest ick because, okay, obviously in
You're
a
a
high school,
teacher.
in a middle school, that's going to happen. And I will say, as a middle school teacher from 8 years ago when I first started teaching to now, people are way more bold in what they say to you
Mm-hmm.
and like what they like say out loud. It's
Mm-hmm.
way more like just people don't care. But like the fact that it like talks about that in the book, and I don't know, it gave me the ick. Like
Yeah.
as a teacher, I cannot read that stuff because that just gives me such an ick. I can't read it. And I was like, why are we almost like romanticizing the fact that these high school boys are hitting on her? And like I don't know if she put a stop to it. Like
She did.
I mean, she did, but not in the way that I
Right.
would have.
Right.
Because like, no, immediately like stop saying that. Like that's so disrespectful as a teacher.
Yeah.
To say things like that. I don't know. Like that was what bothered me because I was like, ooh, no, could have never.
There was lots of reasons I did not like that book, but gosh, we need to do a whole episode on.
I would love that. I mean, like no
One-star
hate to
reviews.
anyone who wrote the books, but
It's just fun because we didn't like them. So.
it is fun. Sorry. Okay. This was I thought about this because I was going through my like ranked books and I was like, oh, a thriller. Okay. This was A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Langham. To this day, still one of my favorite thrillers. Like loved it. This was one of the worst thrillers I've read all year. This is even just from 5 years ago. So this book has been out for a while. It pained me to keep turning the pages in this book.
Then why did you?
The only reason is because I kept going was because I had a theory from the very beginning about what happened and I needed to prove myself right. And guess what? I did just that down to the letter. I did not. I don't know how you guessed it. I guess I'm once again blind while I'm reading.
Also, it's called Google. If I don't like a book, I'm not reading it, and I'm gonna Google what happened.
That's what I'm saying. This is said in short, it was slow, boring, disastrously predictable, and unrealistic. I don't think so. And then, well, I mean, part of it maybe, but like it's also a thriller. It said, it is so easy to scare me, and I can be a fan of the slow burn, but this poor thing bored me to tears.
Wow.
I don't remember there being romance in this book. But like, can you use slow burn for a thriller? Can you use that phrase?
I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't think so either.
I don't think so. I don't think it works for a thriller. Unless there's like a romance thriller.
And then it said, all of that being said, kudos to anyone who could write a book. I simply could never.
Wow. So you're going to pick apart this book and say, but I could never do it.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
Yours is really bad.
That's the part that kills me.
Okay. Love that. Anyways. This is In Her Own League by Liz Humphreys.
Oh, okay. Like one of your faves.
Yeah. I'm not sure how we end this series and don't include the people who started it all. A bit bummed for the lack of the others, but a nice ending for Monty.
That was the point.
Very clear that this is a baseball romance with the baseball team owner.
It literally said it's kind of a spinoff.
Baseball. It is a spinoff of the two baseball books, not the basketball and hockey books. So that is why. Broxy Lady. That is why.
That's like just embarrassing.
So yeah. Also, oh no, I screenshotted another one and I can't find it, but it was really funny. That was play along. Okay, never mind. Anyways, that was all for that one.
I hate when people miss the point.
Yeah.
I'm like, what or whatever. I did One Dark Window by Rachel Gellig.
Oh Lord.
I have nothing bad to say about this book, and it baffles me that people did. I don't remember how many pages it was. Hold on, I'm gonna look real quick because this has a page number that they DNF'd it at. I'm curious how far they made it. Is that the next one? Okay, there's almost 400 book pages. They DNF'd it at 205. Halfway. So like, okay. Reasons why I didn't like it. My expectations were too high. I saw so many people love this book, so many positive reviews for this, and it did make my expectations rise unrealistically high. The writing had no emotion. It was written in a very bland way and comes across as if its facts are being presented but all jumbled up, rather than a story being written. I was bored. I started to skim.
What?
The world building and the plot did not make much sense to me. I was confused. The card's significance took me a while to understand, and I was not impressed. The characters were boring, and I didn't like anyone. I would have liked to know more about Nightmare, but I stopped caring about it. Read the second book.
I
Like,
honestly feel like
that's
if you did not
crazy.
understand this book,
I can see where people hate it, but if you're saying that you want to know more about the Nightmare,
if you're saying that the plot was boring, then no, it's not. Like, it was the most like
You're not
intricate plot that I've
really
ever
was.
read. So there's no way you were bored with that. Actually,
yes, I do understand where, especially because I was listening to it, how the cards were being read in the beginning threw me off.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what is happening? But when I understood like the structure of the book, it made so much more sense. Like when I understood what was happening. And I guess, I mean, I could see where if people don't like understand it, they're not going to like it. But like if you wanted to know more about a character, that's what the whole series was about.
Book.
So I was like, interesting.
Read the second. The whole second book is about Nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea, but.
Okay. I did Across the Vanishing Sky by Catherine Cowles. Not the book for me. The writing wasn't great, and the dialogue made me cringe. The serial killer part was scary. Have you read a Catherine Cowles? I'm so sorry. Like, there's literally a serial killer in every one of her books. Like, I don't know if you picked it up thinking that it was just a romance.
Yeah, true.
Maybe.
The serial killer was
a romantic suspense book, and it was not that scary. And then the second one says, I wish they all got eaten up by Bigfoot.
Okay. Wow.
Facts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The dialogue part was scary. It gets me every time. Okay.
I did Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. This one just made me laugh because it said,
oh, I did Say You Swear too.
Oh, did you?
Let's see if we picked the same one.
OMFG, this book is awful. That's the start of mine.
Say You Swear this book will delete itself.
The thing that killed me was like the dialogue is choppy and very immature and sounds like a twin girl wrote it. They're freshmen in college. Like they just graduated high school. That is what I expected. And I have to remind myself, like, Binding 13, yes, they're going to sound like a bunch of teenage kids because they are teenagers.
Yeah.
That's the part that kills me because you almost like, there's zero emotion and I'm not feeling any chemistry in between the protagonists. They did call Chase a wimp, which I love. Love that for them.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
I should have DNF'd. I wish she never woke up from the car accident.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Brooke Bonifield.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, that is some crazy word to say about a fictional character that did nothing.
Yeah. I will say, I do agree with this. There were way too many side characters to keep straight.
Oh, this one says too many characters.
I will say that part does get confusing.
Yeah.
To one star, though, nah, not so much. Because all of those people, though, they come back in the series. Like, I feel like the first book of a series is always going to be confusing with all the side characters, especially if they plan on making it a multi-book series.
Yeah.
Like, if you, like, jumping into Caught Up, like, you meet Indy and Ryan, and you meet, I forget their names already. The first ones.
None of them either.
But, like, you, like, oh, they go to this random dinner at their house. And I'm like, you know what? That's actually kind of confusing. But all of these people, like, have their own book.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did play along, which you, like, literally just started.
I did.
DNF, hated the characters, no plot.
Oh, wow. Okay. Actually, to the point.
I have nothing nice to say about this. Okay.
Then don't say anything at all.
Slay Lizzie. You really did it this time. Guys, don't worry if a woman isn't interested in you. Keep pursuing her. And if she tells you no, all you need to do is get her drunk enough to marry you. But girlies, it's okay because he's hot and shirtless. So he really did trap you in a marriage, even if he's a silly little goofball. And don't worry about your career, girlfriend. You can afford a couple of demotions. Just stay with a guy who takes fantasy football bets way too seriously. Lizzie, you really ate this girl this girl up with this
Not
one.
gaslighting.
I mean, seriously, just couldn't get enough of this doormat of an FMC.
Okay, I will say the persistence of Isaiah seems a little unrealistic, but at the same time, like, she only kept telling him no because they worked together.
Yeah. Well, okay, and you haven't read
I haven't.
much of Play Along yet.
No.
But there's a reason that you will find out and Play Along why he keeps flirting with her.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
funny.
Love
Well,
that.
it's basically, I'll tell you this little part because it's not even like a spoiler.
Right.
It's just like after
Okay.
their first meeting, he doesn't know who she is
Mhm.
when they meet for the first time, and then he finds out who she is, the new athletic or the assistant or whatever, which is what you see in Caught Up. This is like in the first little flashback, and at the end of it, he said, "I'll make sure none of the guys mess with you except for me. I'm the only one that's allowed to flirt with you."
Mhm.
That's why he keeps doing it, and he doesn't let anybody else do it. Yeah. So he like makes that promise to her like day one.
So that she's not harassed by all the other guys.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So like you kind of like in Play Along, like, don't you mess with my baby Isaiah. Diamond Sky.
Protective.
Yeah.
Diamond Sky.
Diamond Sky.
I'm done. Okay. So I did A Court That's Cruel and Lovely, which is the first book in the Kingdom of Lies series by Stacey Asar, because I'm obsessed with that series. DNF at 51%. I tried. This is not for me. The plot is fast-paced, but so boring. That contradicts itself. The characters have zero chemistry. The MMC treats her badly and then randomly protects her. That's every MMC.
Fantasy MMC
in a
ever.
fantasy. Every MMC. There's no banter, no conversation. The FMC is no better. She's whiny, she's small. So needs the man in the group to save her every single time. Because it's mentioned a lot, she's teeny tiny.
She's starved, actually. Thank you.
Well, if you read the book, they're poor.
She's actually starved, so that's why she's teeny.
I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, that's every character dynamic in any fantasy book that you read.
Yeah. No,
this might have been her first fantasy.
Twisted Games.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I love that one. Okay, anyways, after I finished Twisted Love, I thought it would be impossible to find a book that would be even worse. I was mistaken. Twisted Game is the worst book I've ever encountered. I actually like Twisted Games better. So,
yeah.
Most awful behind, it does not say behind. Most awful behind, badly written book. What the? Characters who have zero chemistry. I couldn't even enjoy it for the cringe, and I love a cringe.
I love a cringe. What? Who says that?
Whoever really recommended this to me, you will be dealt with.
Okay. Valid. That's crazy. Okay, I have Metal Singer. I love when people get so bent out of shape about this book.
No. One thing I will do is defend this book. With my honor. With my honor, I will defend this book.
Always defending this book. That's why I just giggle at these 1-star reviews. Eloise. Nothing about this book was good. The dialogue was so stilted, and the characters' reactions to certain conversations events just made no sense. A twist ending is not smart when it makes no sense looking back through the book. Yeah, sure, you couldn't see the ending coming, but that's because it doesn't fit at all with the prior narration, plot, and notices in general.
It actually does make sense.
It actually does make sense.
It does.
Because you're looking at an unreliable narrator.
Fear to inform you that you are just not smart enough to make it make sense.
That is a thing. The ending just shows the author wanted to have a shock twist while not taking the time to think about the story as a whole.
I feel like anybody who doesn't like the ending, it's a them problem because it does make sense.
It does make sense.
Like, and the new book comes out on Tuesday.
I know. I'm freaking out. I just hello. When you have an unreliable narrator, which you find out at the end, you have an unreliable narrator. That's just how the cookie crumbles. I didn't like that. It just I get ill when I read 1-star reviews about books that I love.
So this is the last book I didn't love, which is Quicksilver. Or I think this is Brimstone. This is Brimstone.
Gosh. I liked Quicksilver.
This is Brimstone.
Brimstone's a different story.
I don't like either one of them. They both can suck my big toe.
Personality of a toenail?
Yeah. If you end your audiobook with "We hate to see you go, but love to watch you leave," I don't think I have anything else to say about the quality of your book.
Is that what it said at the end of the book?
I think it says that at the end of the, like, narration.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I lost IQ points trying to finish this novel. Facts.
I could not imagine trying to read that book pregnant. That'd be my worst nightmare.
The best part of this book is marking it as read on this app. I hate read this book. This book is so bad. Plot is bad. Characters are bad. Smut scenes are bad. Wannabe Full Metal Alchemist plot. Get the out of here.
Did you write that review?
I did not, but I should have. So it sounds
when
like
you're jealous someone wrote that 1-star review and you didn't.
Call an ambulance for my ears. I think I'm dumber for having read this.
Oh, it's so bad.
Facts.
So bad. My last one is An Academic Affair, just because like I knew people
I love that one.
could write a 1-star review about it, but I loved this book.
Yeah.
I was under no delusion that this would be a good book. I fear I've gotten a knack of sorts for these kind of situations. That said, I did want to read it purely for, let's say, explorative purposes. I hate people.
So you knew you weren't going to like it, but you read it anyway and then left a bad review.
Correct. It's lackluster. You cannot begin to care for either of the characters or the plot. The writing itself is fast-paced, yes, but honestly embarrassing at points. Why is a full out of place on the nose Taylor Swift lyric being obstinately used in contemporary fiction a norm now? If you hate Taylor Swift, just say it. You don't have to hate the freaking book because of it. Ugh. I don't like people who don't like Taylor Swift. Sorry. Just kidding. I do. Why are book talk nods so prevalent? Have you all lost your minds? Watching the FMC, who has a PhD in popular fiction, recommend books any reader worth their salt would toss in the bin was definitely something.
That made no sense.
Like, it just keeps going. Just keeps going.
Worth their salt.
I'm
Hannah,
just like,
Hannah
I just
is
don't.
pressed right now.
Hannah's real pressed about this. And I'm like, I just feel so tired by the whole prospect of this stodgy, flat, and uninspired book. Well, we didn't read the same book, so
no.
Sorry, Hannah.
I'm excited for the new one to come out.
I am too. It comes out, I think, June or July. It's one of the two. Yeah.
So it's coming out like now.
I think it actually is. It's going to be really good. We should try and get her on the pod.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Jodie McAllister. I think she's Australian.
I'd just sit there and like my mouth would be dropped by listening to her talk the whole
Literally. Study in Sparkling. Or I think it comes out in July.
Oh, well, if you haven't noticed, this is coming out. We're skipping every other week with podcasts. We're going to start doing 3 podcasts a month and then having 1 week where we don't do a podcast, just so 1, we don't get burnt out, and 2, we got a lot of things happening.
Me being preggo.
And kids.
Yeah.
Kids.
It's kind of like a prep for that season of life that's about to come up. So,
especially like my kids are just in 8 million things, and then she's about to have a new little newborn.
Yeah.
So we're dropping 1 podcast per month.
Yes, but we are going to that book con in July. That'll be exciting.
I'm so excited.
So we have a bunch of stuff coming up.
Yeah, we do. And we'll be posting like still really frequently. We're most active on Instagram. Especially like in stories and stuff. So make sure you follow us over there. Moms That Read podcast.
Moms That Read.
We're very, very active on Instagram. Semi-active on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then here, 3 times more.
We're just your typical millennial that doesn't know how to work TikTok.
Facts. I don't know how to work TikTok.
So we're just like, what do we do?
What do we do with this? Yeah. My little sister was trying to teach me how to work TikTok, and I'm like, I'm going to work Instagram.
Not me having to look up stuff in CapCut, be like, is this cute?
Yeah. I know how to work Instagram pretty good. That's about all I got.
Correct.
Yeah. And I have no idea what we're going to be doing next week's podcast because it's our book club book in the next week's podcast.
Yes. Oh.
And we're reading Crown Me Dead by Liv Xander. So you still have another week.
It's a short read.
To read Crown Me Dead by Liv Xander. It is a dark fantasy
romance. Yes.
And it's only like 270 pages, so it'll be really,
we're about to
really
knock it
good.
out. I'm excited.
I'm so excited for it. Jordan from What
Jordan
Reads got us on that, so
she raves about
you
it.
still have plenty of time to read that because it's so short.
Mhm.
You can knock it out. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.